I have the power to change my story. Nothing in your past dictates your future unless you let it. You're not stuck. You're not doomed. You're not destined for failure unless you choose to believe that. You have the power to change your story. You have the power to make choices that impact your next day or the future. Too many people feel like they're stuck, that they're lost, that everything's going wrong because of one mistake. But no, your mistakes, your setbacks, your downfalls, your failures, all they're doing is they're sharpening you. They're teaching you new lessons. They're learning points in your life. We all go through them. We all trip and fall when we're babies. We all scrape our knees. We all touch that hot stove that our parents or grandparents tell us not to touch. We all do these things even when we're warned, because we're living life, and life is about opportunities. Life is about experiences. Life is about trying and failing, seeing what works for you in all aspects. Even as you get into adulthood, I used baby examples of learning how to walk, or as a kid, scraping your knee. But even in adulthood, when you're figuring out college, figuring out the workforce, figuring out love, figuring out dating, figuring out all these things, we're learning. And sometimes you have to get burned. Sometimes you have to fall flat on your face in order to receive those lessons and learn a lesson. But too many people are afraid, and they think that their story's already written. But no, every choice you make is a new page. It's a new page in your book. And just because you had one bad page, one bad chapter, doesn't mean that your life's over. You can rewrite anything that you want. You can become a champion. You can become the hero of your own life, of your own story, versus thinking that my life's over. And then you live the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years wearing the uniform of a failure, wearing the uniform of a loser, when that wasn't what God had planned for you. But you chose to stay still. You chose to not win. You chose to just let life define what happens for you. Let your past define you, versus making the defining moments yourself and choosing what choice you're gonna make. Choosing what you're writing on the next page, on the next chapter, that shows that, hey, I might have failed. I might have had a bad, rough start. I might have had a shaky past. I might have had lots of losses, lots of failures, lots of shortcomings. But that wasn't the full story. That was just a chapter. That was just a page. And now I'm writing to become a victor, to become the winner, to become successful, to become the creator of what I want my life to look like, and have that success, have those outcomes. So it doesn't matter what's happened in your past. It doesn't matter how bad it was. It doesn't matter what people thought about you. It doesn't matter if you got fired, if you got heartbroken, if you got divorced, if you lost your house. It doesn't matter. That was just a moment in time. That wasn't your whole life. That wasn't a death sentence. So don't make it one. Go out and win. Go out and make the next choice that improves the quality of your life, that improves your relationships, that improves your financial situation, that improves your career, that improves your physical health, that improves your mental health, that improves all these important pillars of life, versus just saying, I'm going to be a victim and I'm going to lose, and I'm not going to write anything else, or anything that I lose or anything that I do write is going to keep me a loser. It's going to keep me stuck on this same chapter, and I'm just going to have 10 more chapters of the same life, but only get older, and then I'm going to die, and then I'm not going to have anything to show for it. No, you can create what you want. You have to change it mentally first, and then physically you'll start living it out. So go ahead and embody the life that you want. Go ahead and become it. Speak it into existence, and then add the habits, add the work, add the actions that make it come to fruition. Stop staying stuck. Stop feeling doomed. Stop sucking. Stop saying and speaking all these negative things. Go out and create what you want. And you can have anything that you do want, and you can change the story. You don't have to remain stuck. You don't have to remain in the underdog story, and the loser story, and the failure story. You can become the champion, the hero, and the comeback kid. And I hope you do. This was Consistency Day. I think this was 338. And yeah, if you got anything from this message, I encourage you to like, share, subscribe for more. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.